No, but for real though, so how did you sustain access to that agony, access to that rage, access to that yearning? For the whole series, but particularly that relentless episode, like how did you do that?
Let's just really go right to it, right?
Let's be honest. Zendaya always scores a grand slam.
You want to tell me to stop doing drugs?
Making you very uncomfortable and say that it is kind of one of the most remarkable things I've seen an actor do of recent memory.
Zendaya just turned 26 last week. Happy birthday, happy birthday.
Is that it's hard to tell if she's a good actor or not.
Zendaya is really one of the most grounded people I know doing this.
I mean, you're young enough to play a high school student, but you're too old to date Leonardo DiCaprio.
Zendaya.
Tonight, the internet stops. April 12th, 2026. The wait is finally over. Euphoria Season 3 hits screens worldwide.
Loved your storyline.
Is it nice?
I'm a little bit disappointed even.
This show is everything that is good about HBO in one show. It is.
Euphoria is one of the most popular shows.
Euphoria.
You dumb fucking bitch! I'm gonna fuck!
We all answer to God.
And at the center of the chaos is a woman who holds Hollywood in the palm of her hand.
And she's just like, I think she low-key kind of like this generation's like Beyonce. Where like, this is the girl that everything she does, she knocks it out the park.
Zendaya. She returns to Rue Bennett, the dark, raw role that shattered her child star image. But tonight, the stakes are entirely different. Because she isn't just an actress anymore. She is a global empire. With secret marriage rumors dominating the press and whispered rumors of co-star feuds setting social media on fire, her fierce, guarded mystery only makes the moment more explosive. But to understand how she built this untouchable fortress, you have to look back to the night she silenced every critic in the industry, the 2022 Emmy Awards.
Hold on.
The night she made history as the first Black actress to win Outstanding Lead Actress twice.
Wow, to all the incredible actresses in this category, I'm so honored to be beside you.
This is the story of how a paralyzingly shy girl from Oakland rewrote the rules of fame, and by doing so, built an empire on her absolute refusal to play the game.
Hey, it's Zendaya. I just wanted to make a really quick video for everyone to let everyone know my official social networking site.
Before the Emmys, the global brands, before she was an icon, Zendaya Marie Sturmer Coleman was a shy girl from Oakland, California. Her first name, a gift from her father, derived from the Shona word tendai. It means to give thanks. Her world wasn't a Hollywood backlot. It was a classroom. Her parents, Claire Sturmer and Kazembe Ajamu Coleman, were both educators. They worked in inner city schools. They raised her on a foundation of hard work, not hype. As a child, she was painfully shy, lost in her own world, so introverted she had to repeat kindergarten just to catch up socially. Her parents worried. How would this quiet, observant child find her place? Their answer was the California Shakespeare Theatre. Her mother worked a summer job there as the house manager, and Zendaya's job was simple: stay busy. She helped her mother seat patrons. She sold fundraising tickets to support the arts. But mostly, from the darkness of the wings, she watched. She smelled the sawdust and the stage makeup. She saw actors transform, channeling raw emotion into the timeless words of the bard. She realized that performance wasn't about being loud, it was about being truthful. The stage became her sanctuary, a place where a shy girl could find her voice by borrowing someone else's. Soon, she wasn't just watching. At the Berkeley Playhouse, she played Little T. Moon in Once on This Island. At TheatreWorks, she took on a role originally written for a boy. A local critic called the 11-year-old's performance a pure delight. This deep well of empathy, this understanding of the human heart, honed not in an audition room, but on the classic stage, would become her secret weapon. Her talent was undeniable. Her father quit his teaching job, packed up the car, and drove her to Los Angeles. Her mother stayed behind in Oakland, working 2 jobs to support the dream. Soon, Disney came calling. She auditioned for a new sitcom, performing Michael Jackson's Leave Me Alone, a fitting choice for an artist who would fiercely guard her own identity. She landed the role of Rocky Blue in Shake It Up.
Correction.
The show's premiere was a monster hit, one of Disney Channel's biggest debuts. At just 14, Zendaya was a household name. She released music, with her single Replay hitting the Billboard Hot 100. She competed on Dancing with the Stars, the youngest contestant ever at 16, finishing as a runner-up. She was smiling on lunchboxes. She was touring. She was a perfect product of the Disney machine. But for a thoughtful, introverted girl, that fame was a golden cage. She was packaged and sold by a machine that demanded smiles and simplicity. Zendaya, however, was already playing a different game. On her next show, KC Undercover, she made a move that stunned the executives of a multi-billion-dollar corporation. At 16, she gave them an ultimatum. She demanded the title be changed. She demanded the character do no singing and no dancing. She demanded the character be a math genius and martial arts expert. She demanded the show feature a black family. And finally, she demanded a producer credit. At 16 years old. It wasn't about ego. It was about survival. It was a fight for a seat at the table, a desperate push to have some control over her own identity. Then, in 2015, the world showed her just how little control she had. At the Oscars, she walked the red carpet in a stunning white gown, wearing her hair in elegant dreadlocks. A TV host joked on national television that she looked like she smelled of weed.
She said that Zendaya looks like she smells like patchouli, oil, or weed.
It was a stupid, racist remark, reducing her to a caricature. In that moment, she had a choice. Stay silent or speak. She spoke, not with anger, but with a breathtaking, surgical poise. She wrote a statement that was a masterclass in grace and power. She educated the masses on the history and beauty of locks. Mattel was so impressed, they honored her by creating a Barbie doll in her exact Oscars look. She didn't just clap back, she elevated the conversation and became an icon in the process. The world saw not a Disney kid, but a leader, a formidable woman who understood that her image was a prize, and she was determined to do the work needed, even as her career began to explode. How do you escape a golden cage? You have to be willing to fall. Her pivot from Disney was an act of terrifying artistic courage. First came smart, strategic steps into film. She landed the role of MJ in Spider-Man: Homecoming.
What are you hiding, Peter?
She famously wore no makeup to her screen test. She wanted the character's realness, her cynicism, her messy hair to shine through. It was a brilliant reinvention of a classic character, and critics called her a scene stealer. Then came The Greatest Showman, where she starred opposite Zac Efron. She performed many of her own trapeze stunts, proving her intense physical dedication. The chemistry between them was electric.
It's that
kind of that tragic love story in a sense of like, there's always the factor of them not being able to be together because of literally the color of their skin. You know, at the time, that was 120% not allowed.
Their duet, Rewrite the Stars, became a multi-platinum global hit. These roles proved she was bankable, but they were safe. Her next move would be anything but. She was offered the lead in a new HBO show, Euphoria.
Have you ever been to Mexico?
Me? In Mexico? Mom, I really need to come home.
The role was Rue Bennett, a 17-year-old drug addict lost in a spiral of grief and self-destruction.
What is it that attracted you to Rue?
Honestly, I hate reading scripts, and this was the first time that I read a script so fast, and I just kept reading and reading and reading, and I don't know, I fell in love with her.
It was a colossal risk. A role so dark, so violent, so far from her Disney past. It could have alienated her entire fan base. Pundits thought it was career suicide, but in Rue's pain, Zendaya saw a profound truth about her generation's struggles with mental health. This wasn't a career move, it was a calling. She poured her entire soul into that performance. What emerged was a raw, searing, and unforgettable portrait of addiction.
And that means that it might actually just be her fucking fault. Yeah, that means maybe she actually fucked up. Okay, that's enough.
In season 2, episode 5, her performance reached a terrifying, agonizing peak. She screams, she kicks down doors, she destroys her family.
What did you do with them?
We flushed them down the toilet.
She wasn't acting, she was bleeding on screen. The Guardian called it truly astonishing, mesmerizing, upending every expectation.
Fuck you.
At the same time, she was building a new identity on the red carpet. With her image architect, Law Roach, fashion became another form of storytelling. Each outfit was a character, a statement, a piece of performance art. The Joan of Arc armor at the Met Gala.
Immediately, I think after wearing it for like 10 minutes or less than that, I got really lightheaded. The metal conducts and holds on to heat very quickly and kind of traps heat in. I'm wearing a complete bodysuit, so there's a barrier, so you already have a layer of material kind of on your skin.
The wet look Balmain gown in Venice. It wasn't about looking pretty, it was about being seen. She was communicating her evolution without saying a word. The leap of faith had worked. She hadn't fallen, she was flying. With critical acclaim came power. The power to choose, the power to build, and she chose to build with integrity. In the film Malcolm and Marie, shot during the lonely depths of the pandemic, she ensured that every single member of the crew, from the grips to the caterers, received a share of the profits. It was a quiet act of loyalty, a recognition that art is a collective effort. The daughter of 2 teachers had never forgotten the value of community. Then, the world's most luxurious brands came calling. Lancôme, Bulgari, Valentino, Louis Vuitton. But she didn't just become a face, she became a partner. She aligned herself only with brands that reflected a timeless elegance and substance. This discipline earned her the CFDA Fashion Icon Award. She was the youngest person ever to receive it. She was a bridge between Gen Z and classic luxury, a one-woman powerhouse of multi-generational appeal. As an executive producer on Euphoria, she used her power to protect her castmates, to shape the story with empathy, to ensure the difficult subject matter was handled with care. When she starred in and produced the film Challengers, it was another calculated step. She spent 3 months training relentlessly to play a ruthless tennis prodigy. a move to play a complex, manipulative adult woman, shedding the last remnants of her younger image. This is why we find her compelling. Because in an industry built on illusion, her actions reveal a deep and consistent character. She proves that real power in Hollywood isn't just being in the spotlight. It's about what you do with the light once you own it. Which brings us to April 12th, 2026. She is heading into the Euphoria comeback with serious heat on her name. The stakes have never been higher. The internet is obsessed, and not just with the script. They are obsessed with the whispers. Rumours of backstage tension with co-star Sydney Sweeney are swirling across the internet. Unconfirmed feuds, frosty premiere behaviour, political image gossip. It is a whirlwind of drama. But Zendaya? She ignores the noise. She lets the work speak.
What? How long have you been fucking Nate Jacobs?
And her personal life remains an impenetrable fortress. Her romance with Tom Holland has made them one of the most glamorous and closely watched couples in the world. Now, they're officially engaged. And the rumours are swirling that they are already married, fueled by a slip of the tongue from her stylist, Law Roach. But Zendaya hasn't confirmed a thing. She leaves just enough mystery in the air to make the story irresistible. She refuses to monetize her love. She protects her peace. Professionally, she is a woman dominating the globe. Euphoria Season 3, Christopher Nolan's highly secretive The Odyssey, the next Spider-Man, Dune.
What will we name her?
She is everywhere at once. A stacked, exhausting, brilliant run.
Yeah. How do you have the time to do all of these films?
I have no idea. Good scheduling, a good team. No, it was quite jarring too, because while we were filming Dune, I would then kind of go off and do Spider-Man and then jump back into Dune and then I jump back into Spider-Man. So it was like, and then I just came, literally the day I wrapped Euphoria, it was like 4 a.m. and I had a flight in like the next few hours to go to Budapest to shoot Dune. So I was like, packed my whole life up in one night and I was like, let's
go for it, we're gonna go.
And she knows exactly what she is doing. She recently joked that after this marathon of blockbusters, she plans to disappear, to go into hiding for a while. It is the ultimate flex of a star who knows the spotlight is about to become blinding. She controls the supply, and the demand has never been higher. The shyest girl in the room has become its most commanding presence. A global superstar who still feels like a real person. With Euphoria back on screens, millions are watching the return of the role that most powerfully defines her extraordinary range.
Oh, I saw her get in this truck and then kiss him and drive off. That was like, what, like a month ago?
Are you kidding me?
And the off-screen intrigue swirling around her, it only makes the moment hotter. Her legacy is not defined only by the Emmys, the box office, or her place on Time magazine's list of the 100 most influential people. Zendaya's story is a lesson in authentic power. What she represents goes far beyond fame. She embodies grace, discipline, intelligence, and the rare strength to stay true to herself in a world that constantly pressures people to become someone else.
What a ridiculous job.
Yeah.
I have the coolest job. I love my job so much, but then sometimes you're just like, I mean, I dress up for a living and I do, and I'm like, and I don't want to take myself too seriously because I feel like there's people who do far more important things than actually, So within that is, finding purpose in what you do.
Yeah.
And why do I love this so much? And I think that what I found is what you're talking about in that sense of like, is this understanding of like a collective empathy and an understanding of someone else's life and experience and live, and as corny as it is, but walking a mile in their shoes, like that whole thing is so deeply important. It's also important to feel seen.